Hey, good afternoon. All right, so welcome back. If you joined me this morning, you guys, I highly recommend going to get yourself a hotel room and sit in it and get all your work done. I've been highly productive today. Oh my gosh. In fact, here's some training I've been meaning to bring to you guys forever. I just never sat down and worked it all out because, you know, the hustle and bustle of my everyday life. But here we are. I'm just going to give it a few seconds for people to jump in. If you're catching it on the replay, that's great. Just stick around. I have lots of good information coming to you that's going to help you take your post to the next level and have people begging to get into your VIP group, and some tips on how to treat them well once they're in your VIP group, meaning give them some solid information and ways to navigate your site so that they fully understand what your business is and how it can help them. Remember, it's all about the customer, how it can help them. So I'm going to pull up your comments because, again, I explained this morning. For some reason, when I'm broadcasting live from Zoom, I cannot see your comments pop up on my computer. So I have to like double screen here. Okay. Give me a sec, guys, and we're going to dive in. I promise it's going to be good. You're going to love this. Okay. Hey, Kristen. All right. I'm seeing some comments. All right. So, okay. All right. Here we go. So, we are talking about, I'm going to give you guys a cheat sheet on how to make the very best post you can and best ads you can. So this morning we were talking about interjecting your face and creating your own ads and things like that. And something that's very real is writer's block. We sometimes have no idea what to say, right? I see it all the time and I'm guilty of it myself, where we made this graphic and now it's time to put it out there on our page, and we get this writer's block and we don't know what to say. So we're just like, oh, well, I put all this work into the graphic, I'm just going to throw the graphic up and call it a day. Don't do that. Unless your graphic has really good content in it itself and it's saying the message itself. So either way, you have to have a good copy, you have to have good words, you have to have something that's eye-catching and intriguing, and it's going to want people to learn more and know more about you, right? So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to give you a cheat sheet on how to get the best post and the best wording and the best copy. And then we're also going to talk about your brand itself and how you can kind of curate what you want your brand to be, because that's something that's real. We get stuck in that too. Like, we know we sell nails, right? Like, we know it. Yes, and yes. I'm reading comments. Cool. Oh, you're setting up a nail bar, Kristen. Awesome. Okay, so it's like I got off track. Okay, I have to stop reading comments because I get really distracted really easily. Hence the reason why I'm working in a hotel room today, so that I don't get distracted by the things. I really am starting to think I have ADHD. Anyways, okay, so we want our VIP to reflect our brand, right? And sometimes we don't know what our brand is. If we're new at this, if this is your first time owning a business, being an entrepreneur, you maybe just not really understand what branding is and why it's important. So that's the other thing we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to share my screen. The first tip I have for you is you have to look at other brands that you admire, brands that people know, brands that you like, brands that are attracting you, because remember, our vibe attracts our tribe, right? So whoever we are we want to attract people that are like us. So what are we attracted to? That's a good place to start to figure out what our brand might be. So if you're listening, I want you to just kind of brain dump on a piece of paper, grab a pen, and just write down some brands that come to mind that you're attracted to. Like, are you a Starbucks girl or a Dunkin' girl? Like, which do you prefer? What brand attracts you more? Where do you feel like more confident with which cup in your hand? And why does that appeal to you? Maybe clothing, you know, are you a Kate Spade or a Louis Vuitton girl? Like, what do you like? What kind of shoes do you like? You know, do you like Nike or Reebok? Why? What does their brand represent? So I want you to just kind of brain dump on a piece of paper the brands that attract you. Even think of food, think of your favorite restaurants, things like that. And then once you have a list of all of those brands, I want you to do some research. I want you to get online and I want you to pull up that brand's website. And I want you to take a look at the things that they have in their menu bar and maybe their language on how they describe themselves, and see what you can do to kind of take that as a template, let's say, and interject all of those things into your brand and then put it into your VIP page so that you are giving your customer that same kind of experience when they come to your VIP page. And the reason I'm saying VIP page is we all have the duplicated website, right? So we all have the same website that is provided to us from Color Street. That's fantastic. That's where people go to place the order. That's where we're grabbing their money, right? But our VIP page, our page on Facebook, that's kind of our home. That's where we get to show off our personality. That's kind of our website. I realize that some of you have like your own blogs and stuff where you do this, but the majority of you are just running a VIP page on Facebook, and that's fine and that's perfect. We just need to brand that VIP page. So I'm going to give you some examples. I'm going to actually share my screen right now. All right, you guys tell me if you can see my screen, please. I'm going to make sure it's working. Pretend like you didn't see those magazines. That's the end. Okay, I see my screen. All right, so what I did was, let's go to Tiffany's first. I love Tiffany's. If everybody knows me, they know I am a Tiffany's girl. I love going there. I love getting jewelry from there. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's go into the Tiffany's website and take a look at what kind of experience they're giving their customer when they go to their website. So the first thing I noticed when I went to the Tiffany's website is up here in the left, this little like bell ding, and it says at your service. That jumped out at me first, especially one of the reasons I love shopping at Tiffany's is I love the way it makes me feel when I walk inside a Tiffany's store. You walk in, it's beautiful, and whoever clings onto you, I know in some stores, like the salespeople can be really annoying, but not in Tiffany's. For some reason, I love that person is there to help you and they're showing the jewelry to you and they're like your person while you're in there. They are truly at your service. I love the service that they give to me at Tiffany's. So that tells me that when I'm going to set up my VIP page in Facebook, I want something pinned to the top or in my albums or just something that people are going to see right away. So using that pinning to the top feature is really the best way to do it. It's the thing that's what they're going to see when they come to your page. Maybe you can make a post that is at your service. So you can explain to them in that post, you can use graphics and you can just use written text. Why you're there, how you're there to serve them, what it means to you about being a stylist. So what can you do for them? I can help you look for something that maybe is out of stock online. I have a network, you know, maybe you can say I have a variety of other stylists in my network that if you're looking for something particular, if you don't see it online or if it's out of stock, let me know. I'll see if I can reach out to my network and grab that set for you. That's a service, right? You want to let them know that that's even, how many of your customers don't even know that that's a possibility? They just go to your website, you see something on the stock and they're like, oh, well, maybe they never even realize that they can actually come to you and ask. It might be in your stash. It might be in your secret stash. It might, you know, or a fellow stylist might have it and you can get it for them. So let them know that you're at their service. What's another thing that you can do? You can have a nail bar for them. A lot of people don't realize that. There are so many people, customers of mine, that have no idea that I can have a party for them and they can earn free nails. I realize that's the whole premise of our business, but a lot of customers don't realize that. So make sure they know that right at the top. They can earn free nails. That's a service that you provide. So get your pen and tell me all the things, all the services that you as a stylist provide to your customer, and pin a post to the top of your VIP page that spells out all of those services that you provide so that your customers know that. Don't assume that they know that. Don't assume that just because you're a stylist, they should know the services you provide. They need to see it. So at your service, that's something that I'm learning from the Tiffany's website. Okay, so you guys kind of see where I'm going with all of this. We're going to go through a couple different brands and see what we can pull from these brands. This is your cheat sheet, so that we can interject and make our VIP page a really good experience for all of our people. So another thing is you can, at your service, you can explain to them how to shop. Some people, I know my customers are really confused between the difference between shopping on my website and shopping from my stash. For some reason, they think I only make money if they shop from my stash. They don't realize that they can go to my website and I'm still making money because I'm being paid through Color Street. So it's okay to explain that. That's a service. You're explaining to them how the business works, because believe it or not, it's no secret. They know they're buying from you because you make money from this. So don't be shy about that. You can explain to them how you make money doing this business. In fact, you want to explain to them how you make money doing this business, because maybe they want to join you, and that's how you build your team. You can show them how they too can make money doing this business. So make sure they have a clear vision on how they can shop from you and how you benefit either way they choose to do that. The other thing that I love about Tiffany's website is when you scroll down, there's our favorite gifts. It's the first thing you see. 'Tis the season. And this is a staple on the Tiffany's website, even when it's not the holiday season. Tiffany's is kind of synonymous with gifts. My husband knows that he can gift me Tiffany's and I will be thrilled. There's nothing I love more than opening that little Tiffany's box, you know? So maybe that's something that also can be pinned to the top of your page right now. Your favorite gifts. Maybe you can bundle some things together for the Christmas season. Ready to give gifts. Monica talked about that on her video earlier this week, the video that I pinned to the top of our page, doing gift bundles. So give people ideas. That's also a service, but that can be a whole other section or another album in your VIP page that people can look through, and you can give them gift ideas that pertain to Color Street. So I'm going to move on. There's other things, but you can scroll through as well. I'm going to move on to Louis Vuitton. Okay, so Louis Vuitton. I'm not into the Louis Vuitton hype, but I do realize that a lot of people are. So I'm going to use this as one of the brands that some of you may have picked as a brand that you are attracted to. If you are into Louis Vuitton, hop on over to their website and take a look. The thing from the Louis Vuitton website that popped out at me is they have up here in their menu, they have the basic things like men, women, what's new, that's another great thing, like new releases. I'm going to give an example of that on another website. But I loved that it said magazine. So I clicked on that, and that's what you're looking at here. Louis Vuitton has an online magazine right on their website. So that's really cool. So that's a section of your VIP page that you can have too. You can write little articles about your nail business, and I'm going to give you examples of that at the end. You may have caught a glimpse of it when I started to share my screen. But you can create your own brand magazine. That is an amazing idea. You all should be implementing that. So that's taken from Louis Vuitton. So go ahead and take a look at that in your free time. I'm just going to move on for the sake of time in this business, in this video. Apple. Apple is one of my favorite. I have all Apple products. I'm sitting in front of an iPhone, a MacBook Pro, an iPad. I've got all the things. So what I love about Apple is everything is very sleek and clean. So that inspires me I want to make sure that my albums and whatnot in my VIP page are very sleek and clean and easy to navigate. But what I really loved about the Apple website when I went on it today is their wording. Don't be afraid to grab wording from the pros. Let them give you some ideas on how you could word your ad. So I love this. See how it says our 4-day shopping event is on. Well, starting December 1st, I know a lot of you are doing 12 days of Christmas. So you can maybe create an ad that says our 12 days of Christmas event is on. And then maybe you can create some graphics using the nail strips that look like this and arrange them in cute little circles and on a lay flat and take a picture, and that can be the background of your ad. And you can borrow some of this wording here and say your 12 days of Christmas event is on. So just take a look through Apple and take a look at some of the things they're saying. Give something wonderful. Give something wonderful. That's an amazing statement. You can create a graphic that says give something wonderful and take some pictures of the nails that you have in your stash. So just take a look through. I just love how clean and to the point Apple's message is when it comes to their advertising. So you might just want to take a look through the Apple site as well. The other thing I love, so let's just go to something a little bit more obvious that we all see. That's McDonald's. Did anybody ever in their life visit the McDonald's website? Like I've never had a reason to go to the McDonald's website, but here it is, McDonald's. Let's take a look and see what we can learn from McDonald's. There is not a soul on earth that doesn't know what McDonald's is. They've done a really great job of branding themselves. So one thing I love about the McDonald's website right here was they're trending now. Okay, I loved that. Why can't we have a trending now? What's trending now on your VIP page? We are always like, Alicia does a great job every week of posting the notes from the leadership call. So senior directors and above get a special call once every Monday. I think it's Monday, Tuesday, Monday. And usually they will tell us in that call, like what the top set, like if we had a release, they'll tell us what the top 5 selling holiday nails were or something. That would be the nails that are trending. So you can take that information and create an album in your VIP page that's called Trending Now. People want to know what's popular. They come onto your website and they have all these choices and they're not sure what to buy. Well, if they see what's trending and they see what's popular and they see what everybody else is buying, that might help them narrow down their search and figure out what they want to buy from you. So Trending Now, that is a really great album to have in your VIP page or a post to make that you can pin up on the top. Let me see. And this is the other thing that I liked from McDonald's. They had, where is it at? I think it's in the main, back in the main part. Oh, I don't see it now. Earlier, somewhere on here. Oh, it's right here. I'm blind. Right here in this area, it says sign up for email. You can create a post that you pin to the top of your page that says sign up for my email. People will willingly send you their email address so that they could be the first ones to hear about your deal. So have a sign up for an email section right there on your VIP page. They don't have to type their email in for the world to see. You can create a free Google document that they could fill out, that they can sign up for your email, or you can use services like Chipmunky and things like that. It's an actual email service. We can talk about that later. I really don't want to get into that right now because it'll take forever. But if you want to know more about that, you can send me a message. And if I get enough of you interested, I can do a video about Chipmunky and email signups and things like that. But signing up for an email is a great option. That's, again, it's providing a service for your customers. And those people that willingly give you their email address to sign up for your email list, you do not have to worry or feel weird about emailing them, reaching out to them and telling them about a sale that you have going on because they gave you their email address. They want to know about it. So it's just a great way to provide a service and go up there. Now, what else do we have? Let's go to Gucci. My kids are always talking about their Gucci belts and things like that. So that's another popular brand that's going on right now. So one of the things I noticed, the first thing I noticed that was different on the Gucci website, again, they have the standard things. If you can see a pattern going here, like all these websites have a gift section. So you want to make sure you have that gift section. But what was different from Gucci is I saw this inside the house, which made me think of what? Behind the scenes. You should absolutely have a behind the scenes album or post in your VIP group. People like to be nosy and they like to see what's going on behind the scenes. They want to know more about your business. So in that album, this is your chance to talk about your business, talk about why it's so cool and why maybe they want to join you. So you can post pictures of your workspace, or you can talk about how we have trainings or show the app. You can kind of let them know what goes on behind the scenes in Color Street. People love to do that. And the more they learn about your business and what goes on behind the scenes, the more emotionally attached they become to your business. Therefore, they are more inclined to buy from you. So a behind the scenes section in your VIP page really is a great way to kind of trigger that emotional response for people and get them really invested and wanting to learn more about you and curious about you. They'll keep coming back for more. They will love that, trust me. So that's one thing we can learn from Gucci. So I could go on all day. We can go to all of these websites, but I'm not going to do that. I want you guys to make a list of the brands that you are attracted to. I want you to go to their websites and I want you to see what catches your eye. It doesn't matter what's going to catch other people's eyes, because remember, we are creating your brand and your vibe attracts your tribe. So don't try to become something that you're not. Don't have a section there because you should. Have a section there because it paints the story of who you are. So go to these websites, see what catches your eye, and ask yourself, how can I use this in my business? How can I change the wording? How can I flip it around so that it is for Busy Girl Nails or whatever the name of your company is. Okay, so once you have your VIP page all branded and looking great, and you have your face all over it, like we learned this morning, your face all over it, and all the important things that you want your customer to know pinned right up at the top so that they are having the best experience ever. Now we have to get people into that VIP page, and we want them to stay in that VIP page, and we want them to find value in that VIP page. What's going to have them keep coming back for more? Well, that's a little harder as a marketer. We have to work a little harder. So I have another cheat sheet for you today, and that is magazines. Magazines are the ultimate marketing material cheat sheet out there, you guys. Like, ultimate. There's advertising all around us every day anyways. Before I get into magazines, I just want to show you something funny. This ad right here, I just made this just now in Canva, okay? And I didn't think of this on my own. I'm going to tell you why I thought of this. I'm going to show it to you on my phone because I took a picture of it. Hopefully there's no glare. But as you know, I'm staying in a hotel this weekend. And in the bathroom of the hotel, where you hang the towels, where you hang the towels in the bathroom, there was this little hangy sign that says, I don't know, can you guys see that? It says use, hang, repeat. Okay, it was simple and to the point and cute. And I saw that as soon as I went in the bathroom, and that told me a very simple message. That was to use, hang, repeat. Meaning, don't be calling down to the front desk asking for new towels every morning. Like, use, hang, and repeat. Let's conserve water and energy. Plus, we're going through COVID. I just love the message. It was quick and simple. That's marketing. Even though it's telling you to do something, it really wasn't selling me anything, but it was marketing because it persuaded me to do something, and that was to reuse my towel, right? So I thought it was pretty catchy. So I thought, well, how can I use that in my business? So what is Color Street? Apply, admire, repeat. I do it over and over and over. You guys do it too. You apply your nails, you admire them for a couple days, and then you repeat. You want to put a new set on. So I created a little ad. Apply, admire, repeat, that I'm going to put up on my personal page and in my VIP page, things like that. The point in me showing this to you is there's advertisement and inspiration all around you every single day. Just look for it, and whatever catches your eye, just something that makes you look twice, That means you were attracted to it. It caught your eye. It's going to catch somebody else's eye. What can you do to copy that same idea into your business and create your own ad using that same kind of format or template or idea or colors or wording or whatever it is? How can you change those things into yours? Just like I did from the little hangy thing in the bathroom to this ad right here. Apply, admire, repeat. The inspiration came from a hotel bathroom. There is inspiration everywhere, guys. You just have to look for it. So that's one of your little assignments today. I just want you to find something. Maybe if you're walking down the road, pick up something that's in your cereal box in your pantry and see what's on there that you could use and switch it around so that it pertains to nails. Okay. Now, with that being said, once you start training your eye to do that, the best thing is when you're standing in line at the supermarket and you are reading the cover pages of magazines. Okay. Cosmopolitan is the very, they are like the best at it. They are seriously the best. Other good ones are like those like smutty magazines, like the National Enquirer and like all those weirdo magazines. That's how they sell their magazine, are these little headlines, these little attention grabbers, because you're standing there in the supermarket, you're standing in line, and it catches your eye, and you can't help but want to grab that magazine and bring it home so you can read what they have to say about that little 3 or 4 words that got into your brain and you couldn't stop thinking about them. This is a cheat sheet. Use magazines as a cheat sheet for your business. Okay. So here's an example of what I did. I just now, before I got live, I Googled Cosmopolitan and I just picked a random cover and I copied it over here into my business. Hold on. I just want to check before I move on to this one, I just want to check my comments, guys, just in case anybody asks a question, because I don't know. Oops, I lost you off. I had it up and then I got rid of it when I showed you the picture. Hey, Caitlin Murphy's on there. Hey, girl. Hey, Ann. Okay, so hey, Denise. All right, I'm seeing your comments. All right, so let's take a look at what I did here. You might be looking at it already. I just took the words that they had and I changed them up a little bit and I made myself a magazine cover. Okay, now I want you to take a look. So Cosmopolitan, Busy Girl Nails, that's the name of my business. So Cosmopolitan had, oops, I don't know why that's there. Hold on. Okay, stop right now. How to quit body shaming yourself for good. Well, how can we turn that into a nail business thing? Stop right now. How to quit biting your nails for good. So I have that there. I can write up a little post. I can Google, do some research. What are some tips to stop biting your nails? They sell that bitter thing, that nail polish that's like bitter when you put it in your mouth, it puts a sour taste in your mouth. That's one idea. The other thing is use Color Street. Your nails are going to be so beautiful that you're not going to want to bite them. And that's a true thing. I can't tell you how many people have told me that. They're like, oh, I used to be such a nail biter, but then I started putting Color Street on my nails and my nails were so pretty, I didn't want to mess it up. So I stopped biting my nails and therefore my nails grew. So you can make a list of five little tips on how to stop biting your nails and post it in your VIP group. The next one down here is the Big Brother effect. It's most famous faces 20 years on. So we don't have a television show here at Color Street, but we do have some leaders that are essentially our big brothers, right? So the top leader effect. Top leaders are spilling all their best secrets. You can succeed too. So you can succeed too. So I created that headline and it's true. All our leaders are always giving us tons of training. There's like no secrets here in this company. You want to know something, reach out to a leader. They will tell you what it is they're doing. That's amazing. What is that headline doing? That's telling somebody who may be on the sidelines looking at your business, thinking maybe they want to join, but they just don't think they have the skills or the tools. Maybe they don't realize that we provide all of that to them. Anything they want to know, we're there to help guide them as leaders. So that's a really catchy kind of thing for someone to see who's like standing on the sidelines thinking maybe they want to be a stylist, right? So we just kind of switched it around from cosmopolitan to the nail business. Down here, this one's kind of funny. Thick, long, and soft. You guys know what you were thinking about that. It says a beauty editor's guide to your best hair ever. Well, let's use that humor over here. Strong, thick, and long. It's every girl's dream. We're talking about natural nails. You could stop blushing. And maybe in that article, you can have some tips on how to grow your nails out. I know I have some products, that hard as nails cream I put on every night, and double layering our strips and things like that. There's tons of tips out there that can help somebody achieve longer, stronger nails, natural nails. Write an article about it. Use that as a headline. Up here, here's our cover girl, Sophia Richie. I know I'm not a cover girl, but here I am, and there's my name, and meet the girl behind the business. This is a cool behind the scenes type of deal that someone might want to learn more about me if they were to see this on my Facebook wall. So I just kind of copied that over. The next one, the new rules of work. Our world's changing. Here's how to change with it. I loved that. A new way to make money. Our world is changing. Here's how to change with it. Write an article about why working from home with Color Street is changing with this world. People aren't going anywhere. People are buying more so online. People don't want to go to nail salons. Most nail salons are closed down. Our world is changing in that aspect. Let people know why Color Street would be an amazing business to invest in themselves. Write an article about it. Put it on your magazine cover. And this one down here was Pop's dirty little secret. Sex, suicide, scandals inside the K-pop craze. Well, here's some Manny secrets for quick and dirty, flawless application. You can show them your little tricks to make sure that your strips go on quick and easy every single time. Write a little article about it. It doesn't have to be long, but the whole point is we just got some really good attention grabbing headlines that we can now take this little, and look, there's my face. We learned we're putting our face on it. I can now take this here little magazine cover that I made it, I have it in Photoshop just to show it side by side, but I actually made this in Canva. So you have this right here. Now, what can you do with it? Well, you can post that on your personal wall and say, read all about this over in my VIP. What's that going to do? If they're not in your VIP, they're going to ask to join. So make sure you link your VIP so they know how to get there, because they might want to know all the inside scoop on all these things that you just grab their attention with. And get them on over into your VIP group and start posting all of those little articles. When I say articles, it just has to be a post. It just has to be a post about it. Like this, stop right now, how to quit biting your nails. You can make a graphic in Canva of you biting your nails. Take a little selfie of you biting your nails, pop that into a graphic. Write 3 of your top tips of what can, how you can stop biting your nails, things like that, whatever. You don't even have to use this. This is just an example that I put together real quick right before this video. Go Google your own magazine cover, go to the store and go look in the magazine aisle and see what catches your eye. Grab that magazine and start creating your own ideas. Start creating your own, you can just swap the words around and do what you can. It'll come easy. It's easier than starting from scratch. If you tried thinking of these things on your own, you would get really frustrated. You would have severe writer's block and you wouldn't be able to do it. But just use these magazines as a cheat sheet. Another thing that you can do is you don't have to create a magazine cover. I just did this just really for the purpose of this video. But really, just take these little subjects and use them one at a time as a post, just as attention grabbers over on your personal page. So you can just make a post that says, stop right now, how to quit biting your nails for good. Learn more at, and tag your VIP group. So people join and get over there. And then once they're in there, they'll see it under the magazine album that you created because, you know, that's what we learned from who had the magazine. Was it Louis Vuitton? Louis Vuitton taught us that there could be a magazine section on your website or on your VIP. So you can even say, learn more here. Check out my helpful articles in my VIP page. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 different articles. That's a week's worth of post, one a day, that's going to get people from your personal page over to your VIP page. And here's the best thing, guys. You're not selling to them. Not one of those posts is salesy. They want to know more all on their own just because you put a catchy little caption on it. None of those are selling. None of those are saying, here, buy my nails. Those are just posts of value. Those are the kind of things that are going to get people coming back to you. People don't want to be sold to constantly. If they're constantly being sold to, they're going to unfollow you, mute you, scroll past your things. Like, nobody wants to be sold to. People are always looking for value. People are always looking to get something for free. So if they think they're getting a glimpse into your life by meeting the girl behind the business, they might click on it just because they're curious. Okay. If they think they're getting something for free because they're going to hear your Manny secrets, they're going to click on it and go over there, even if they don't even do their nails. But now they're just curious what your Manny secrets are. They just want to see what you wrote. So they're going to go over there and check it out. And while they're there, they're going to be so blown away and dazzled by your customer service and your hostess abilities and your welcoming. And, you know, if someone asks to join your VIP, make sure you're shooting them a message and you're thanking them. You're welcoming them into their group. Make them feel so happy that they're there that they never want to leave. But these are just ways of getting them there. Okay. So I hope you found these things helpful and just for fun, because what's the point of knowing these things if you're not going to actually apply them and do them, right? So what I would like to do is I'll do it a different post. I want you guys to watch this video, but I am going to make a post with a different magazine cover, and I would like for us as a group, as a team, to come up with our own headline kind of attention grabbers based off of that particular magazine cover. What that's going to do is just going to create some buzz on a post here in the group, get girls to notice it, get girls to see it, and just kind of help us all get through our own writer's block. Okay, so I'm going to post that when I get off of here. And let me just check my comments one more time. You guys went quiet on me. Okay, so that's it. Let me stop sharing my screen so that I can see you guys big again. Hold on one sec. Okay, here I am. All right, guys. So remember, jot down your brands that you like, see what attracts, do some research, see how you can implement the things that caught your eye into your VIP page, and then work on your attention grabbing cheat sheets from your marketing, your magazines, you know, billboards, cereal boxes, just literally anything that's around you. See what it's telling you. What's the message? What caught your attention about it? And just implement it into your business and go and create your own ad for it. And then be sure to share it here. Share it for your new girls. And I can't stress again how important it is. See what we did over here in that video. In the magazine cover, 2 of those articles pertain to the opportunity. They weren't just about your nails. They were about the opportunity. Make sure whatever you're doing is that you're always interjecting the idea of joining your business, building your team. That's how you make money here. This is multi-level marketing. We want to build a team. Okay. So don't overlook that. I know sometimes we get really caught up in selling the nails. Yes, that's important. We do need to sell the nails, but we also simultaneously need to be building our team and building our business. So don't forget to write articles and attention grabbing things about that as well. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful. If you liked it, tag your girls, share it out, let them know to watch. Bye.